Hello there everyone, my name is Saiyan Pride Goku. And sorry for a lot of days of hiatus or weeks of hiatus because I really have a lot of reasoning why am I not uploading a lot on YouTube anymore because I feel ashamed and guilty that I'm losing followers like crazy on this channel. Like I only have 6,000 subs left before I'm gonna go back to 5k again. But anyways, enough of the complaints. Followers are followers, and life is life. So we gotta accept the way it is. Anyways, at last, what if we did some part of Lucas fighting, in the war tournament? In case if you don't watch the first episode, let me explain a quick recap. The same baby landed on Earth a couple weeks. The couple wake up and found him and decided to call him Lucas. As he grew up, he met a friend. Let's say his new name is Connor. They become best friends and they hang out a lot. When Lucas got home, he looked into the full moon and turning into a giant ape, like any Saiyan would, of course. Before he can do any more damage to the city, a strange man cut off his tail and bring him to his home to train Lucas. 3 years have passed, and as he now is around 9 years old. He entered the World Tournament and met Goku Jr., and when they are about to fight, a mysterious person appeared. Now, as the mysterious appear, we can explain more. But if you guys wanted me to make part 3 of this what if, please give this video to 10 to 15 likes. And if we get it to 10 to 15 likes, maybe I can make one? Maybe. Okay, like I was saying, the mysterious man uncovered his coat and appears to be a buffalo demon-looking man. The buffalo man introduced himself and decided to call himself Red Darkus. His goal is to make Earth his own hell. I know I'm pulling off a little bit of Kim Piccolo over here, but I'm trying my best to not make it too similar to Dragon Ball or make it a rip-off one. Alright, so Lucas with the power level of 340,000 and Red Darkus' staggering power level at 3.600 million. Now that 3.6 million. I'm sorry, my calculation was wrong. Wait. And also he is very suppressed, so he's not fully in his full capacity yet. He appears to be one of Moro's kind or race, since his features are quite similar to Moro, but with dark skin. And red eyes. He speaks and said he's trying to make his own hell and make everyone suffer. Lucas sees the threat and he charges him, punching him in the chest, but he doesn't even flinch one bit. He comes with Lucas, saying, "Nice blow there, kid. But this is my next one." Red Darkus pulled out a fist and punched Lucas in the face, knocking him to the side and causing him to hit in the wall. Goku Jr. sees his friend getting hurt. Goku Jr. goes into Super Saiyan once more and throwing a bunch of punches and kicks at Red Darkus. Red Darkus, of course, he can't handle the blow himself. Red Darkus backflip as he said to himself, this is gonna be harder than it looked to kill these two. Goku Jr. proceeded to punch him in the face. Red Darkus catch his punch and blocked and then he said, "Well done, you managed to damage me, but not for long." Red Darkus' various auras start to appear around him as his power level rising. He actually threw Goku Jr. aside, causing him to be injured. As Goku Jr. tried to get up, he was terrified to see his new form, his true demon form. I'm gonna keep this form anonymous since I don't have an artwork of it yet. But let's say that Darkus, when he was in his full demon out form, he's had from power of 3.5 million to 210 million. This form multiplied his power 60 times. Lucas gets up, surprisingly healed from his injury, due to his Namekian DNA within him. Yes, that's right, Lucas was not just a normal Saiyan, he's a genetically modified one. I'll explain his story soon in another video, but let me go back to the main story. Lucas was shocked and filled with fear as he saw the amount of power Red Darkus has in his form. Since Lucas recovered from his injury, he had a nice amount of power boost or Zenkai boost. Let's say 10 times. Now Lucas has power level 3.4 million. The reason why the power boost is so huge because he has the Frieza race DNA. As you can tell, the Frieza race DNA are extremely powerful. They are known to be the most powerful potential race. They can be stronger within the matter of a couple months. Imagine that in 3 years, Lucas barely trained at all. And like I said, Lucas don't train every day and hard as he can. So let's say he only trained barely at all. He barely trained and he got this much of a power boost. Now that is insane. Lucas said to himself that he is too strong. If he does train every day like Goku would, he would just surpass him immediately in a matter of a couple of years. So he decided to barely train and train if he does need it, in case of a strong opponent is trying to take over the Earth. Lucas tried to fight Red Darkus in his new form, but got badly injured. What new form I asked for? Well, this new form is gonna be his full power state, his bulked up state. Now this bulked up state really does have stamina drain, the same as Frieza's bulked up form. But he does lose a bit of power every single time he fight it, which is he still hang on. But sadly he got badly injured still. Goku Jr. saw this and straight went back into Super Saiyan trying to attack Red Darkus. But Red Darkus effortlessly dodged all of his attack. And he punched Goku Jr. in the rib really hard to the point he coughed up blood as he broke his ribs and flung him to the arena on the wall as Goku Jr. is almost fall unconscious due to the amount of damage Red Darkus put on him. And Lucas, as his right result, he bulks up again in his full power state. Now his full power state is at 190 million. He charged at Red Darkus at max speed, managed to only enough to break Red Darkus' spine. Red Darkus was infuriated and sliced Lucas' arms off with his hands. Lucas was screaming in agony as his Red Darkus maniacally laughed at him. What a pathetic little excuse. Is this all you Saiyan can do? Connors tried to protect Lucas and trying to charge a blast at him, telling him to stop while he's charging up his ki blast. So he did some ki training with Zycon. He catch Connor by the hand and impaled him in the chest. In Connor's dying breath, he said a couple few things to Lucas. Sorry, you're the only friend I ever had. Trying best. As Connor died in front of Lucas. Lucas remembered all the fun things they both do, and the fact that he helped him through his life, and now he lose the only one he only likes. Lucas. That was the last straw. Red Darkus hurt his friend, and Lucas snapped as his rage and sorrow become boiling. His arms start to regrow and scream as his powers start to rise at a rapid pace. His hair turns golden on top of his full power state, and a yellow light beam starts to surround the arena, and Red Darkus start to cover his eyes. Lucas has achieved a full power Super Saiyan. Now, before I say this is a full power Super Saiyan same as Broly, it's not. You see, Lucas is actually a different power Super Saiyan. He put it on top of his bulked up form. So he is clearly being overkill right now. Lucas stared at Lucas with tears running down his eyes in sorrow. And his power is around 5.95 billion. Red Darkus is clearly standing no chance against him. In this one, Red Darkus tried desperately to kill Lucas by impaling him, but he dodges his and kicks and punches and blows, and Red Darkus kid got his bone broken in every part of his body. Lucas give no mercy to Red Darkus in the slightest, and he will always get the job done. Unlike Goku, who will always be merciful to a villain even when they try to kill his friend. And so, like many blows later, Lucas decided to finish him off with a double Final Shine attack, a much powerful version of Vegeta's Final Shine attack. Red Darkus was incinerated by the blast, so he's feeling pain. Lucas putting out all the power he has. Red Darkus, however, before he dissipated, shout one last time. He will return one day. He will return one day and get Luke and get him back. After shining being clear, his power is nowhere to be sensed. Red Darkus is dead. But however, the Super Saiyan power and its bulked up state took a massive toll of his body. Of Lucas' body. And he goes back to base and fall to the ground unconscious. Goku Jr. and Zygon were extremely surprised and shocked of Lucas' power. He is so strong for a 9-year-old. They both take Lucas and check if Lucas is a goner or if he's dead. Surprisingly, he's still alive. The key single is pretty weak, but he's still conscious. But he is still inside, even with the extreme toll he's in right now. So they both decide to take him somewhere. They both suggest a couple of few things and ideas. Goku Jr. got an idea, decided to take Lucas to the hospital so he can recover. But Zygon said, but that would take too long, and plus he has no medical card to set him off free of charge. Zygon heard a lookout that is very kept up in secret. He heard of a magic bean that could have ability to heal, to put a person or heal them back to full strength when eaten. And they started to go on a journey to Kami's lookout. So, what do you guys think of this what if? I know there's a bit of stuttering going on because, I'm trying my best to come up with the story because the writing is kind of suck here. And I'm trying my best to keep the writing good. But anyways, if you guys want to attack on part 3, you guys can give me 10 or 15 likes. Not just 5, that's okay. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoy it.